Yeah, hopefully everybody can hear me here. It's pretty windy, but that's kind of the reason I bought this mic system. It works really well in the wind. Kind of got the Phil Robertson look going here today. I'm sure you didn't notice that, but thought I'd bring it up. We're gonna get out and try these sticks and maybe do a little demonstration of how we're gonna use these. And I haven't been up with them, so this is the first time that I've even attempted to use multiple sticks. You're gonna learn this whole process with me right off the bat. We're gonna look like idiots and probably not have everything that we need to do this, but we're gonna give it a shot here. Get all my stuff here out. So we got our sticks. We got our saddle. All right. Lanyard is in there. My platform here. We're dropping everything. See what I mean? We're looking like idiots already. We haven't even got out in the trees. I did want to show you real quick. I mentioned in my video previous to this one the straps that came with these Hawk heliums, and they look like this. They're just a strap buckle. Okay, you know how these work. They just slide and you cinch them up. Okay, let's see there again. You've got a huge metal buckle, a shiny buckle, and I just wanted to get away from that. Accessory that I bought just the other day out on a whim. I'm gonna give a shout out to this company. I don't even know how they pronounce it. SCIPIO, Scipio Tactical, Scipio Tactical. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. But anyway, I just saw this. Went through a truck stop, and they kind of had like a tactical. Section there. So I started looking through it. You know, I'm like, all this stuff's pretty cheap. But actually, once I started looking at some of it, it's not badly built. Is it Mystery Ranch kind of stuff? No, but it does serve a purpose. I mean, it's got a lot of compartments on it. You got a front pocket here. You've got a pocket here where I got my gloves. There's some smaller pockets and some places to put keys or calls or whatever it may be in there. Okay. Then you've got this sliding pocket here, which is nice for your cell phone to slip into. I slip that in there and I just cinch that strap down, and that keeps that tight in there. It's got a carrying handle. Got a couple little plastic tie-offs. Got molly straps, molly webbing down the sides, and it's basically like a satchel. I know it's some guys might say, oh, that's a little feminine for me, but honestly, after I got to thinking about it and thinking how universal this could be, it's also got a compartment in the back where I can actually put my this is my lanyard right here, so that lanyard actually will go in there. It's got the big compartment, which I'm using at this moment. Could change. I've got my stick ropes here inside there, and in there also you've got some really nice compartmentization in here. A lot of zippers, a lot of little cubby holes. I mean, it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. I guess it only goes on basically one way. So right there, it's kind of like a first aid kit on a military. Just a satchel. Very comfortable. Easy to have on your front. It's kind of like a vinyl harness, but the nice thing is once you get up in the tree and stuff and you're working, you can actually slide this off to the back, get it out of your way and work, and then if you need it again, slide it up front. I'm not going to claim to be the first to use this, but it's actually very, very user-friendly. So, we've got our sticks. Now, one of the things I think we're going to end up needing is some way of clipping the sticks to me. And I think that's going to be a problem today, but we'll have to come up with some kind of solution for that. But for now, I'm going to take my saw in case I need it. This tree here, if I wanted to be on this tree, say I had a trailer like 15 yards off of it, and I wanted to be on here, but it's about impossible to use a rope on this tree. For the reason that it leans, the yoke's running this way, the tree's leaning this way. So when you put your rope up there, it's going to want to pull me off to the side and really throw me. So it's really not a suitable tree. Plus, I really don't have a lot of options as far as throwing. There's tons of junk around this tree that I can't get my throw ball up in there. So it's going to make for a tough throw. But we'll just use this one as an example. It's a good sized tree. I can't get my arms around it. So there again, we can kind of get an idea of how these ropes come into play instead of those buckles, where you can make your ropes a lot longer and be able to get around these bigger. This would be probably perfect right here, where I can just touch fingers and hug it. That's the perfect size tree right there. But this one here, a little bit bigger. So we're going to get started here. So here again, we've got our sticks, and this is the part of the process that I'm not familiar with yet, of how to carry. I mean, carrying them in is nothing hard. I've just got a strap that I built for that. Just kind of goes over each end. But as far as carrying them on my person when I'm going to go up the tree is where I'm going to be kind of at a loss right now. So I believe what a lot of guys are doing is clipping in their sticks to their sides. So I do not have that right now available to me. So let's go ahead and get our lanyard here around this tree. Branch in the way. Okay. So here we will clip into our lanyard. So there, I'm pretty solid. So here, that satchel, I've got my ropes in here and my aider, and I got a plastic carabiner holding those. And I think what I'm doing with that is I'm going to find a place or a way to tag that right into my satchel right there. That way I can just slide them off as needed. So here's the problem, and this is where you have to get out into the field and do your homework. Do not try to do this the first day you're out hunting, because it's not going to work good for you. You're going to spend tons and tons of time trying to figure out how the hell to get all your gear and all your stuff together in that tree if you do not practice and come up with a system. And I think we're going to put our platform on there. Okay, now that's basically what I would do with my steps too. So my steps, once I've taken these apart, I would hook one up to me here or here. Okay. Probably what I'm going to end up doing is getting some of those little wire, carpenter, the wire ties for like hanging things up. Just some small ones that I can loop through here and just kind of tie onto my sides. So anyway, we're going to get the first one up here. I just wanted to show how these work. We've got basically our ties right here. Okay, now I need this to come off the other side. There we go. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to throw left to right. Perfect. And we got plenty of rope there to do what we got to do. And I go forward. I go about head high with my first one, with my button, my tie-in button. So I just use my forehead to hold it up there when I get my rope. Okay, and I'm going to come behind and then around. This will be a good test for this rope system because this tree is pretty good size. I got quite a bit of play on this bigger tree, so that should be good. Now, next thing we need to do is get our aider here. Okay, the aider will go on here also. And then this will cinch up to my foot. I got to get my... Okay, now these ropes are probably going to be a problem. So there is... we're going to have to figure out a way to get those out of the way while we're doing everything. And this branch is a problem. Right under my feet. All right, we'll get that lanyard about head high. Now see, here, this is where the problem's gonna be. Got my sticks down here on the ground, but I don't have any way of getting a hold of them. So, really a situation that needs to be addressed. And I think this is why a lot of guys don't show you the real process, because it's a pain in the ass sometimes. Okay, so let me think this through. I had to reposition the camera here. So for right now, let's see if this is going to work. So I'm just going to set that stick up there. I'm going to get my lanyard back up where it belongs. Lean into it. Always lean into your lanyards. What the hell am I talking about? I've never done this, so what the do I know? Get this around your foot. And don't grab that top one. And we'll cinch this up tight. Okay, got to move the lanyard up. There we go. Now we're hands free. Next stick. Got my ropes right here. Okay. Hook onto this. Now, one thing you gotta make sure you don't get over your lanyard. Screw yourself that way. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. I've got a branch up there. And I don't, that sounded like a buck fighting, didn't it? That's what I'm thinking. That's why these guys don't show you this stuff that you're going to deal with. They make it look so easy. And then you get out there and you get frustrated because you're dealing like this all the time. Okay, we're going to come down. We're going to come around. No, that branch is just being a pain in the butt. There we go. Okay. So these are just the things that you're going to deal with out in the field that they just don't show you. They want to make it look so nice and easy, but when the reality hits, it's a pain at times. Okay, so I'll cinch that up. Come behind it, around the side, and back through itself, and then pull it down. Okay, there you go. Now I've got my aider. I gotta give myself a little bit of slack here. Get my lanyard back up here where it belongs. Got my aider down here. So we'll take that off. We'll get up to our next step. Okay, bring your aider up. Now here, see how I just dropped that aider? I can do that because it's around my foot. So we'll bring it back up. That way I don't have to worry about my aider falling to the ground and me being stuck up here without a way to get down. All right. Now, there's 2 steps. Here again, we got a bunch of stuff in the way. You do your work ahead of time, you don't have to worry about all this stuff. You can have all this ready. But this is for those guys that are going out on a whim. You can see I'm pretty high right here already. I don't even know if you can see that in my camera. So I'm going to loosen this lanyard up here. Man, that ropeman one is nice. Okay, step down. Bring my tether down, or my lanyard down. Step down on this. Now see how that wants to kick out? It's one thing you gotta be careful of. These ropes, that's one of the things that will start happening. They may kick out on you. I did not get that one tight enough. So you want to make sure that you get your rope tight as possible on that stick. So with 4 sticks, I should easily be able to get up to 20 feet at least. Unfortunately, I don't have my other sticks up here with me. So, man, this is just a learning process. I hope you guys appreciate this because I'm showing you real world stuff here that you're going to be dealing with. Okay. There we go. I haven't rehearsed this at all. First time up in the tree. All right, so one of the things that I'm kind of learning through this whole process is that I don't like this being on my side. I want it on my back side. somehow. I want it right back here on my backside. I don't know if there's a way that I can loop something there. You know, with these molly straps, I might be able to make some kind of a system to hook that into. They don't tighten up quite as much as the buckles, but you do have a lot more of a quiet process, and weight is a factor too. So yeah, that's got to be 10 foot there. So I could easily get past that little first branch up there with these sticks, which would put me high enough to be comfortable that I wasn't going to bump anything. I'm happy with these rope mods though. I think they work well. Like I said, they're not quite as I don't think they're quite as stout as what that buckle would be, but that's, you know, that's where you need to decide what's more important to you, stability or ease and weight restrict, you know, getting rid of all that weight, extra weight and metal. Okay, now we're going to go down a little ways and we're going to set up again. So there we have our straps, our legs. We need to find a way to there we go. Okay, I think we got everything. Still recording? Yeah. You never know with this camera. It shuts off sometimes. So yeah, I think that system's going to be really good. We just need to define the little things, details, go over the details a few times so we get it down. I'm going to walk down here a little bit further, see if there's another tree that looks good. Now where this is going to shine is way out there. There's a big old patch of trees out in the middle of this marsh. And I can guarantee you that that's probably used by some bucks at some point in the year. Because they can see everything coming into it and they feel secure with that being out in the middle of that marsh. All right, well, one of the things that I'm finding out for sure is that you really need to keep yourself upright on these cottonwoods with that rough bark as much as possible. Otherwise, your steps are going to want to kick out on you. That has a little bit to do with the rope modification. But for the most part, it's that bark. It just does not hold very well. So if you break off pieces of that bark behind that rope, it's going to want to move. And these, like I said, cottonwoods are they're the toughest trees to do this in. But it can be done. I would probably just rope this one. So there are options of doing that. But I think where these trees, I think where these sticks are going to come in handy is just getting out and getting into some real thick stuff where you can't throw ropes, where you have to kind of clean as you go. But yeah, we got some thinking to do here with this stuff, but I think in the long run it's going to be a pretty good system. However, I just got to figure out the best way to put it all together. I like the lineman's belt. Works really well with that Ropeman 1. Very comfortable. We'll get that new saddle too, and hopefully see how all that works. But I just got to figure out a way to get those steps up with me as I go. That's where I'm having trouble right now. I think the rest of it will come with practice, but I can't really go higher than 1 or 2 steps right now because I can't figure out a system to comfortably carry those sticks up with me. So we'll come back in another day here and try to get something shot for you and go through the whole process when I've got some stuff together. But that's a good idea. I mean, this gives you a good example of why it's so important to know your equipment and have everything together before you go out in the trees. You're not going to buy this stuff and just head out to the trees and throw it up right away and hunt comfortably. You need to really kind of practice these systems, and just like shooting your bow or anything like that, it's practice and it's efficiency that's going to make the hunt that much more enjoyable. We'll continue this video once we got everything together and rocking and rolling, but this one was basically just to show you the importance of having your gear set up, ready to go, and you know exactly what to do once you get to that tree. Because if you come out here blind with just throwing things together in your pack and not really practicing it, you're going to stumble and fumble around. So very important to practice that system, and it's going to make you that much safer too. So all right, well, I said that I had a good solution to my problem with my sticks, so I'm going to show that to you now. I happen to have some of these buckles that I ordered a year or so ago, and I just never used them. They were on a long... I was going to use them with one of my packs, and it never worked out, so they just sat around. So what I ended up doing was I knew that I had to have some kind of fastening system for these sticks on my sides. So basically what I did was sew these buckles, gave myself about a 4 or 5 inch lead on them, and then they buckle, make a loop right here. So I can actually put my sticks on my sides. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on for you. So if I want to make this shorter to get a tighter loop on there, whatever, I can do that. It's going to hang down a little bit further. If I want to run it up, make that loop bigger, I can do that also. So it's just kind of hanging there. So I take my top side that I'm going to be, and I turn them away from me, and then I take that buckle, undo that buckle, and then take and latch it around these two right here, and that will just hang on my side. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not, but those two will hang on my side like that. This one I can take off, put on this one here. Okay, and that one will hang there, and then I will have this one on the tree. These three will be on my sides, ready to go. So when I'm ready for them, I'll take off my double first. That one will hang. I've got this one up. Boom. Strap that one up. There's two. I go up to my next one. Unhook this. Boom, there's 3. Come over to this hook, unbuckle it. Boom, there's 4. I'm up. So very easy access to these. I can adjust them however I want them. And really excited to get them out and try them, see how they work. But I think that's a good, easy fix to a problem. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully that helps somebody maybe come up with a solution on their own. Maybe it sparked something for you. But this is just the way that I decided to fix this problem. So hopefully it's helpful for you, and we'll get out into the trees and put this thing to the test, and I'll do another video and kind of show you how that all came about and how it worked out for me. So thanks for watching Public's Eye Outdoors. We'll catch you on the next video. Stay safe out there, everybody, in your hunts.